Thank you for being here. Brian Pedone here at Boxing Change. Today's workout is going to follow the style of Jack Johnson. So we're gonna start here, got our first round. We're gonna start with the way he kind of warmed up. You can watch in some of the old footage. He has like a shadow boxing style. He does hand weights, but he'll be here, he'll kind of like circular motion. He may go up high, he may go down low. I'm gonna do some almost like shoe shining, but a different style. So hands are up nice and high. So Jack Johnson was born in 1878 in Galveston, Texas. His nickname was the Galveston Giant. He was a heavyweight. Back in this time, the guys were big, don't get me wrong. He was about almost 6'1", about 210, 220 pounds. Obviously nowhere as big as they are now today, but he was still a big person. Fought in the heavyweight division, again, born in 1878. He turned pro in 1898. Let's do the shadow boxing a little more. Remember, in these sessions, first two rounds are style. We'll go over some of the details of the actual boxer. Good. Let's get those hands. So again, for Jack Johnson, similar to what we did for Willie Pep, this is an old style. So this is late 1800s, early 1900s. The hands were definitely lower than, this kind of the style came from like the English. So we're gonna have the hands here like Jack Johnson did, at least for a lot of his fights that are on footage. We're gonna keep the hands pretty low. We're gonna work on almost open hands, so it doesn't matter what kind of gloves you have on. Obviously I have these that give me some flexibility. It's kind of like what the fighters had back in the time, very small gloves, usually free thumbs as well, which is a change later on. So we're gonna work on kind of hands high. Just for this, we're gonna think of almost like you're gonna catch somebody's punches. So we're here, he was a right-handed fighter, so we're gonna keep that stance. My left foot is gonna stay in the front. We're gonna work on hands nice and high. Again, this is like our first two rounds, a little bit of a warm-up. We'll do a little bit of punching, but it's gonna be a little more about the style of the fighter. So again, get those hands nice and high. Yeah, so he turned pro in 1898, he was 20 years old. This time, prize fighting was illegal in a lot of the states. So a lot of his fights were either underground, or if they did happen, there's actually one instance where he got arrested because it was illegal, especially in Texas. So keep those hands nice and high. We'll start with that jab. So let's keep the right hand pretty low. So again, similar idea as like Willie Pep. Didn't have very high hands or high guard. We're gonna be here. We're gonna work the jab. Let's shoot it out. Let's actually practice it from the high hands here. So imagine catching the punches and then throwing a shot and letting the hands drop. We're not gonna bring them back to our face. So hands are up, shoot a jab, bring it back, good. Just working a jab, use a long fighter, you have very good reach. Good, working that jab. Good, back to it again. And you'll see throughout this workout, we're gonna do a lot of clinching. So if you have a bag, it's kind of helpful, at least put it in perspective. There's a little, if you watch some of these fights, they're a little more like wrestling. So you'll see it. And believe it or not, in this time, the rounds could be chosen, usually by the managers and promoters. Good, so shooting the jab off, went to our second round. Again, move the hands. This is still our warm-up, the first two rounds. So yeah, as I was saying, the rounds can be chosen. So some of these fights were scheduled for 20 rounds, some were scheduled for over 40. It was kind of, there was definitely a lot less sanctioning back then. Again, we're talking the early 1900s. And in the United States, as you know, there was a lot of segregation. So good, keep working that jab. In 1908, he became the first black heavyweight champion of the world. This was Jack Johnson's legacy. He was definitely an outlier, outspoken, probably set the stage for Muhammad Ali and many other fighters to come. But he was not liked. As you can imagine, in this time, he was somebody different, and it really kind of rubbed it in people's faces. But his style definitely laid the groundwork for a lot of great fighters to come. Again, notice my hands. Move my hands again, up and down. I practice this a lot, so And then once we get into it, you're gonna notice there's a lot of clinching. I'm gonna throw a lot of different punches off the clinch. So we're holding on tight. We get close to our opponent. We won't have to do a lot of wrestling, but if you watch these fights, there's a lot of grappling involved. Good. So again, first 2 rounds, just getting warmed up. Shooting the jab out. Again, use the hands as if you are catching punches. Shoot the jab. Good. We're gonna do something similar like we did with Willie Pep. A lot of the footage I've seen with Jack Johnson, he will kind of run in to get extra power. So if you're familiar with a fighter like Deontay Wilder, this will make sense to you. So he'll be here, he'll have the guard, and when he sees an opening, he kind of just kind of runs in. Sometimes the form gets lost, but it's effective. And sometimes he'll actually use it, his momentum, not only hit the opponent, but also kind of push them down on the ground. Again, warming up with that jab. Move around your bag. Move those hands nice and high. We're also gonna work a little bit of pulling back. Don't always recommend this, but if you're a tall fighter, you can get away with it. So notice the hands are here. We can work on, but you guys keep the chin down, as you should. So you can work on kind of pulling back, firing a jab, pulling your head back to as a defense. Good. That's it. Good. We're about to get into those 8 rounds of our workout here. Again, to the style of Jack Johnson. We're gonna fight tall for this workout session. We're gonna work combinations. You'll see, definitely gonna make sure we put some power onto it. Again, he was a heavyweight. He was known for his power. So we're gonna make sure we incorporate it into this workout. All right, here we go. So we're on round number 3, which is our action round. We're gonna start hard with that jab. Again, with that backhand, I want you moving it. Think of it almost like a windshield wiper, right? So I shoot the jab, move my hand out. We're gonna work on double jabbing it. On the second jab, we're gonna step in pretty hard. So I'm gonna be from a distance, the first jab, and then step in. And really step in, almost like you're kind of walk down your opponent. So, good. And it makes a lot of sense if you have a heavy bag. You kind of like push on your opponent, push their weight back. That's it. Good. He's also known for his uppercut, which we'll be throwing out there too. Good. We're gonna do the double jab, and then we're gonna work on a clinch, and I want this one to be tight, and I'm gonna have my hips back, almost in like a wrestling stance. I'm gonna hit the double jab, I'm gonna clinch, and notice I'm gonna keep my feet away because I'm working on making sure I have a lot of leverage to push my opponent. So I'll throw a double jab, I'm gonna clinch, and work on pushing a little bit. So again, work that double jab, that clinch, a little bit of a push. Do a few more. Push that opponent. Good. One more time. Push your opponent. Nice. Very good. Let's get kind of close to your opponent here by coming in with a loopy lead hook. So I'll come a little closer so you can see it. We're gonna have that guard, but the hands are pretty high, kind of pulling back. And we're gonna kind of jump around, almost like call it like a gazelle punch. So be here, push. It's a loopy shot, and it's gonna really require my momentum because I want to step in with that. That's why I'm getting a lot of the power. Push. Getting power by kind of jumping in, putting my body weight into that punch. So my hands are high, push. Jumping in with that lead hook. Hands are high, push. Good. Push. That's it. I'm gonna do that again. Push. I'm pretty close to my opponent now. Push. I'm gonna fire that rear uppercut. Obviously, I'm standing in an orthodox stance. Using my right hand, I'm gonna throw it up the middle. So I'm here. Good. Again. And really, don't be afraid to lean into that. If you lose your balance, that's fine too. There's also part of this with this style, is that I'm using my momentum to carry that power. So again, hands are high. That's it. Kind of rock it into my opponent. We'll clinch in a second. Hands are high. Good. Let's go into that clinch. And we'll do the one again with the hips back. So I'm here, here, Again. Good. One more time. Again, far away. Very nice. Looking really good. Let's go back to that kind of shadow boxing again. And we're doing is, but you've seen it before, like a shoe shine, but it's a little wider, a little less technical. So it's really almost like just an exercise. So hands are high. We go up pretty high. We can actually come down low a little bit. Work those legs. Nice. Getting ready for round number 4. Looking really nice. Good job. Good. Again, let's get back to it again. Let's work that long jab with the hands pretty low. And if you have it, you might have the gloves, which I'm sure you do, but you might have a free thumb. But imagine, you shoot the jab and you can almost open up your hands. Right, imagine you can almost open up your hands and kind of parry the punches. All right, so hit that jab. Remember to fight tall. So I don't know how tall you are, but imagine you're a tall heavyweight shooting the jab. Your opponent is shorter most of the time. Using your reach. Pull back every once in a while. That means you're hitting a shot and then not getting hit by pulling back. Good. So nice long jab. We're gonna throw the cross. On the same idea, I'm gonna make sure I step into it a little bit. So from here, step into that cross. Really put that power on it. Again, hands back up, just far away. So you're almost like carrying punches away. Good. Again, parrying the shots. Good. We'll go back to it again with that leaping hook, that gazelle punch. I'm here. Gonna really get around it and step into that punch. Don't be afraid to step into your opponent. And let's come in again with that rear uppercut. Far away. Good. Work a little clinch. Push him away. Back to your jab. Again, hook. Clinch him. Push him away. That's it. Good. Push him away. Nice. Back to the jab again. Good work. Remember to be fighting tall, fighting tall. That's it. So he grew up one of 9 children. So as you can imagine, there wasn't a lot there for his family. Same idea, blue collar family. He ran away from home, didn't do much schooling. At 16, he was introduced to boxing and kind of took off from there for him. Good. Again, notice I'm jumping in with that lead hook, coming in with that rear uppercut. Let's hold our opponent, let's push him around a little bit. Good, stay tall. Good defense up top. Good. Nice work. Good rounds, looking really good. Keep it going. Let's do a little bit here. We'll be on our bag. Let's work on pushing it now. So as opposed to Willie Pep, who is a tight guard up close and worked his hard combinations, Jack Johnson, again a bigger fighter, worked on kind of establishing his dominance. Every once in a while, throw a hard shot in there, but most of the time, he'll kind of push his opponent around. So work on pushing your opponent. Good. Good. We're gonna back to that jab again. Good. Long shots. That's it. Again, high guard. Just making sure you're catching punches. Imagine them coming at you. You're defending them. Good. This is that combination here. So we're gonna throw the jab. We're gonna really step in with that right hand, the rear hand, and throw a big, and we're gonna really step into that lead hook. So it's a 1, 2, 3. Good. And we'll add the clinch in a second. But for now, 1, 2, 3. Good. Again, notice what I'm doing is really stepping in. I'm not being afraid to use my weight Again, in the heavyweight division, there's such a wide gap in weights, so you want to use the advantage you have as opposed to little weights where they're mostly around the same weight class. And a heavyweight, if you have the size advantage, you use it. So again, 1, 2, 3, and then push on your opponent. Good. A few more. Looking great. Good job, good job. One more time. Good job. Good. We're gonna work a clinch here. So be close to your opponent here. Hands open the best you can. And we're gonna sneak in some uppercuts. So this is your chance to put some power shots here. Hold your opponent. Dig them in. Get some really nice power if you can. So really lay into those shots. Hold that opponent. Good. Notice the difference between Jack Johnson and Willie Pep. Willie Pep was much, much smaller, so we worked a lot of more speed combinations. Here we're working some power shots. Establishing dominance. Good. Doing really good stuff. Keep working. Nice dig in those punches. So we're gonna dig in 2 shots like that. And then we're gonna step in again with that lead hook. Again, remember, use your weight, use your dominance. So let's go for that left. So we'll go lead uppercut, rear uppercut, and then really bash that lead hook. So it'll be 5, 6, and then a 3 if you know your number system. Good. A few more. Good. So it's up, up, and then hook. Good. 2 more. 1 more time. Very nice. Back to that. Long jab again. Keep those hands high. That's it. Good. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's take it back again with those shadow boxing shots here. Remember, we have 30 seconds in between each round. A little bit of like a recovery. This time. Good. Remember and you can look this up, you'll see some of his warm-up routines. He had fast hands for his size. He was, you have hand weights, you're playing with just different angles. He was quite a showman. Again, probably one of the first like real showmen. He would fight, he would talk during the fights. Good. Taunt his opponent. Back to the jab again. We're looking for. We're gonna work a couple of counter shots as well. With this high guard and these open hands, you can counter really nicely because you can push a shot away and then come over the top. So that's what we're gonna do here. So with that open guard, we're gonna work on that rear hand. Imagine a punch coming at you. We're gonna knock it down and then come over the top. So we can keep the hand open and then close it on impact when we do our counter. So hands are here. And again, imagine you're tall, right? So you have that advantage. Your opponent's pretty far away. We'll throw some jabs, and every once in a while we're going to knock it down and then fire that rear hand. So I'm shooting my jab off. Notice my other hand is ready to catch or parry. And then good. Back to the jab again. That's it. So I'm working the jab. Good. A few more. Work the jab. Good. Knock it down. Return. Good. One more time. Working that jab. Knock it down. Very good. Good. Let's work that jumping in lead hook again. Love this shot. Doing great. There's a lot of defense going on, and then exploding out with a nice hard lead hook. So we're here. Good. Good. Let's put that together. So we're gonna work the jab. We're gonna parry a shot, throw that rear hand, and then jump in with that lead hook. We'll put it together. So shooting the jab. Hands are high. Palms are open here. Knock it down. Good. A few more like that. Fire the jab. Good. Knock it down. Good. Let's go 2 more. Good. One more time. Work the jab. Knock it down. Very good. Get close to your opponent again. Dig in some power shots. Work some hard uppercuts here. This is your chance. Holding on to your opponent. You find a free moment. You dig in with some good power. Good, hold that opponent. Sit. Beautiful work, a few more. Really digging in. Good. Look really nice. Hold your opponent. Digging with that power. Good. Let's work a couple of uppercuts here. Again, slower than pat. 2, 1. Very nice. Very, very good. Looking great. Let's get to that bag again. I'm gonna clinch on, and then again, as opposed to Willie Pep, we're working a lot of under. We're gonna be here. We're gonna work on pushing. Let's do this. We're gonna push the opponent a little bit. We're gonna fire 2 shots. So we're holding our bag. We're gonna push a little, 2 big shots, and then back to holding on. Good. Good. Remember that power is important. Push it. Yes, very nice. Up to round number 7, you're doing awesome work. Keep it going. Let's get back to that. Nice long jab again. I'm a big believer in the jab. A lot of the fighters boxers that we're studying, it is the shot. It's the most thrown punch in boxing. That's why it's jabs, and everything else is a power punch. Good. That's it. Keep the hands high. Remember, we're deflecting shots. Do it again. We work the jab, parry over the top, and come with that rear hand. Parry, and then fire. Good. Give me some good power. Remember to step behind it. That's what I'm looking for, especially with this style with Jack Johnson. We're going to step, we throw, we parry, and we really step in. I want you to really commit to each punch you throw when we do this. None of his shots were light. That was not the point. When he actually threw, it meant it was an impact. So again, knock it down, and step in with that rear hand. Knock it in, good. Get close to your opponent. A little bit of clinching, a little bit of holding on. Dig in. Those uppercuts. Really dig in, and it's up to you here. If you want to dig low with the uppercut, or you want to go up even higher, that's totally up to you. We'll do both, but yeah, you can switch it up. So I'm holding my opponent, I'm digging in. I'm really getting that power out. And we're gonna keep the stance where we have it. Again, he was an orthodox fighter. He pretty much stayed that way. He didn't switch his feet too much. Except when he was moving around, he may walk around, but it wasn't a tactic. It wasn't like with Willie Pep. He'd actually use it to, confuse his opponent. So again, get close to that bag, and then dig in each shot. Remember to clinch. Yep, gotta clinch. Really important here, especially at this time. It was up to the fighter, really. There wasn't a lot of safety, even with the referees. You can see some of the footage. They don't really break stuff up properly, so it really was up to the fighter to protect themselves at all times. Like, seriously. Okay, hold that opponent. Notice I'm doing, I'm trying to rip in each punch. Hold on to my opponent, rip in each punch. A lot of the lead hooks, uppercuts. That's it. Good, let's get back to that jab again. Nice and long. Remember, you're tall. You're the long boxer here. Good. And nice, really good. Looking great, great stuff. Let's combine it here. So we'll do a little more of the shoe shine. Going low, we're going high. Let's take it right to that bag again. So you're here. I'm just changing head movement, head placement. If you're familiar with wrestling, and I talk professional wrestling, nothing against the WWE, but talking about like college level, if you watch a lot of hand placement, head placement, learning that, it's important. Good. All right, let's get back to that. Long jab again. Good. Now I'm gonna start to commit to throwing and being more offensive. Right before I was a little defensive, a little bit counter punching. I figured out the opponent now. Now I'm gonna be a little more aggressive here. So I throw my jab, step right over it, and notice my back foot. I'm really just kind of stepping in. Good. Almost falling in, using my body weight to hit my opponent. Good. Looking for power shots here. Looking to really do some damage. And again, if you're familiar with boxing, you watch anything about it, you will notice some stuff from a lot of the heavyweights, but especially Deontay Wilder, who's may look wild, but there was definitely thought behind it, and he generated incredible force because he would not be afraid to throw his whole body into the punch. Good. A few more. Again, I'm just kind of walking down with that rear hand. Good. Stay long, stay long. That's it. A few more. Good. 2, 1. Nice. We're gonna transition from that. Still working the jab, because that's what we gotta do. Working a nice long jab. Notice I'm gonna switch that rear hand up. Instead of it being a cross or an overhand, it's gonna turn into a rear uppercut. Good. Same idea. This is a great one. You can catch your opponent when you're running in, and the uppercut's very hard to block if you don't see it coming. So we're here. Good. This worked great for a lot of his opponents who were shorter. It was a beautiful, the head would be low, and then you're trying to weave underneath to get close to him. As they would do that, they might eat an uppercut. Good. This is how he actually knocked out his opponent in the 15th round. He was fighting a middleweight champion at that time. Good. He got dropped, and then immediately got up and threw a crushing rear uppercut that flattened him out. Good. Good. Notice I'm throwing that long jab, and then digging in with that rear uppercut. Good. Get close to the bag again. Dig in. For those uppercuts. Really work it. Here's your chance. Get some power shots off. Good. Keep working. 10 seconds to go here. Good. 2, 1. Very nice. Looking great stuff. 8 rounds down. Nice job. Let's do a little bit of footwork here. So, kind of describing it with Jack Johnson, it was more like a wrestler. So if you've ever seen wrestling, they'd be here. They would kind of plod a little bit. He was fast. He was fast for his size, but it would still be kind of walking down your opponent. Hands pretty high, ready for that clinch, ready to grab your opponent to get control, to get dominance. Good. So we're gonna play off that into this next round. I'm gonna walk in to my opponent. Notice I'm using my hands, but this time I'm gonna work on throwing that lead hook. So before I parry it with my rear and through the right hand, I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna kind of parry here. And then instead of actually parrying with my left, I'm gonna make it a hook. So I made to distract it. It looks like I'm about to parry, and then I fire it over the top. But again, remember, you're fighting tall. This is actually a hook. It's not a jab. It does loop around. Good. Hands are up. Good. Let's play off that actually. Let's use the jab. And then I'm gonna loop around. So let's do a jab. Let's do a little bit of a parry with the lead hand. And then turn it into a hook. So we'll switch it up 3 different ways. So it could be a jab, it could be defensive, and it could be offensive again. Good. A few more. One more time. Very nice. Take it back again to that jab, and then step over with that cross. Give me some good power. Don't forget to hit it hard. That's it. That's what we're looking for. Good. We're gonna do that. We're gonna throw the 1-2. I'm gonna step in again, hold my opponent for a second. We're gonna go boom, boom. 2 big uppercuts. So it'll be a 1-2. We'll go for the clinch, and then we're gonna dig uppercut, uppercut. Again, remember to stick with power. That's what I'm looking for, not so much speed. So hit the 1-2. Good. Make sure I clinch. That was my fault, so keep it long. Boom, boom. Hold my opponent. And hit 2 big uppercuts. 1, 2. Hold them. Good. Again. 1, 2. Little clinch. Good. Let's do a few more. Good. One more time. Hold them. Very nice. Good. Get back to that jab again. We'll do a little bit of level changing here. So we'll hit the jab down low, jab up high again. Notice my rear hand, it's kind of free floating, only because it's really to kind of anticipate the clinch coming or just firing that powerful rear hand, but not so much about catching shots like hooks, not so much defensive. Good. Changing levels. Let's do this. So we're gonna hit the jab high, hit the jab low, and then we're gonna step in with the overhand, that right hand to the head. So we're going high, low, and step over. Good. So high, low, good. One more time. Hit them high, low, and step in. Very nice. Looking really, really good. Let's get back to that clinch again on the bag. We're switching sides like this. So from shoulder to shoulder, if you watch wrestling, it's the one way they warm up together. Okay. Holding that opponent, kind of, don't be afraid to use the shoulder, like a shoulder bump. You're gonna push it, push it. Good. Looking really nice. We're almost there. Heading into round number 10. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Round number 10 here. One more round here of our actual fight. Just be glad we're not in his era where we do 20 rounds, maybe 40 rounds. There were times when fights would just be stopped because of pure exhaustion. We're gonna put them together now for this round. So we're hitting a nice hard 1, 2, and then we're stepping in with the lead hook. So I'm gonna pick up the pace a little more. So 1, 2, dig in. I'm gonna stay there, and then throw 2 uppercuts. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and then uppercut, uppercut. So 1, 2, 3, boom, boom. Hit those 2 uppercuts. Let's alternate hands. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 6, and a 5. So it's jab, cross, hook, rear uppercut, lead uppercut. Again, I'm going a little faster potentially than his pace, but I want to pick up the pace here. Good. Again. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Good. Looking for the power. Don't forget to land those punches. Good. A few more. Good. Good. Let's go for 2 more like that. One more time. Okay, nice work. Get close to that bag. You're clinching now. Digging in those powerful uppercuts. Good. Let's go up, up, hook. Good. So lead uppercut, rear uppercut, lead hook. Dig in to each punch you throw. Put some power behind it. Good. 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 Let's go up, up, hook. I'm gonna go 1 more hook to finish this off. So it'll be lead uppercut, rear uppercut, lead hook, and then rear hook, and really stick those power shots. Good. Again. Good. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. We're almost there. Good. 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 Let's go for 2 more. One more time. Good. Let's stay close to your opponent. Let's just work power uppercuts here. We have 20 seconds to go. Dig those shots in. Remember, really throw those shots. Not so much about the speed, more the power, the commitment. And each shot you're throwing, good. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Very nice. Looking really, really good. We got 2 rounds left now. We'll do a little more bodyweight exercises. So let's get back to the hands high, kind of spinning the arms. So shoe shine, we can go both ways. Just level changes here. We go high, like you're working a speed bag. Take it down low. Good. We're gonna go right into some traditional squats. So feet hip width apart, toes pointed forward. We're gonna work on going low, coming up. Good. Just a couple angles here so you can see it. Remember, if you're not familiar with squats, you're pushing the hips back, you're coming up, tighten the abs, tighten the glutes. Show all directions here. A lot of leg dominance here. Good. Good. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's get close to that bag. I'm gonna hold on. Now I'm gonna have you really work on some pushes here. So I want you to work on pushing your bag. If you don't have this, you can't do this, you can go against the wall and do some push-ups. So working on some chest exercises here, kind of pressing. It's more upper body now. So we're pushing, good. Pushing. That's it, good. If you have a bag, this is gonna be a great time. I'm gonna try this out here as a little bit of a drill. What I want you to do is, you're gonna push your bag out a little bit. So notice it's hanging low here. I'm gonna actually push out a little further. I'm gonna work some shots, but I'm gonna work on keeping it at this angle. I'm trying not to let it drop. You can change levels, but notice I'm pushing against it. It's a bit like a Tabata, so I'm actually pushing against the bag. I'm not fully extending, letting it snap off. I'm actually close to the bag, not allowing it to push me back. Good. Change the levels, we're going low. We're coming up, keep pushing against the bag. Don't let it push you back. Good. Keep working that. Good. 3, 2, good. Let's take it back to the squats again. Nice job. Again, feet hip width apart. Nice deep squats, nice power. Think of coming up with some really good strength, really good power. Good. Push those hips back. Good. Nice. Keep going. Face a different way here so you can see it. Push those hips back. Doing such good work. Nice. Hope you enjoyed this workout. We have 1 round to go. Good. 15 seconds. I know. I feel it. Good. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Ah, nice work. Let's give those legs a little break. Let's go back to some speed bag action here. Good. Let's turn it into the shoe shine. Different angles. Good. We have 1 round to go. Thank you for being here with me. Done such a good job so far. Hopefully you did check out the previous Willie Pep workout. Notice there's definitely a difference in the speed and the style. Good. 3, 2, 1. I really like this combination, so I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna have you push a little bit. This is a great mimic of kind of the way the fights were back then. There's a lot of, especially the heavyweight division, who could overpower the other. Good. Push a little bit here. And then again, take a firm stance. Notice my bag is on an angle. I'm gonna not let it push me back. If I let it push me back, I'll back up. I'm trying not to back up. I'm gonna hold my ground. Have enough space to throw my punches. Good. And I am pushing, that's okay. So I'm looking for, this is more of a exercise than it is a boxing combination. Good. Good, keep working. Nice job, yeah. Awesome, awesome stuff. Good, 3, 2, 1, very good. Let's get some abs. You know we have to get some abs in here. Like I did in the last one, if you can't get down on the ground, that's perfectly fine. I'm gonna have you for this one, I'm gonna have you hold your bag, hold an object here. We're gonna work on bringing the knees up. It's not a kickboxing class, so I'm asking you to knee the bag, but it's kind of like just raising them up, tighten your abs. And if you can get on the ground, we're gonna do it. So you're gonna come down. We're looking to do here, we're gonna be arms the best you can. We're gonna work on actually crunching in, extending out. Crunching in, extending out. When I extend out, I wanna flat back so there's no space between my back and the floor. I wanna protect my back. If you wanna start to crunch in, good, really tighten those abs up as the knees come to your head. Good. 3, 2, 1, nice work. Let's take it back up to the top here. Whew, let's get that feet hip width apart. We're doing those squats. Nice deep squats. Think of power. Good, a few angles so you can see it. Nice and deep. Really driving through my heels. Good. We've got 30 seconds to go. If you can, let's finish it together with some jump squats. If not, no big deal. Just keep squatting. Don't worry about jumping. But I'm gonna be here, working on that explosiveness. Good. Stay with me here. Doing it together. We've got 10 seconds to go. Good. 3, 2, 1. One more. Whew. And time. Good job. That was a 12-round workout to the style of Jack Johnson. Thank you for catching. Thank you for tuning in here. Again, he was the first black heavyweight champion of the world. Definitely a trendsetter. He's on the stage for a lot of heavyweights and a lot of fighters to come. So thank you for being here again. So 12-round workout. My name is Brian Pedone. This is Boxing Change, and I will catch you next time.